Welcome back to Four to Score Sports, NFL Playoff Edition, 2022 version. Happy 2022. I'm Ryan. I'm joined today with Colt Powell.
What's up? What's up?
Caleb Morton.
What's up?
Kit Lake.
What's up?
Zach Dietrich.
Right on.
And the birthday boy.
Yes,
The
sir.
birthday boy, Devontae Key. There we go.
That's very
Big
P.
30.
That's very
Big 30.
P. A very P
Okay.
birthday.
All of you.
Happy birthday.
Evening, P. Thank you, everybody. It's great to be here.
Great to be here. So this is our playoff episode. We're going to go over some NFL awards that who we think is going to win, some all-pro snubs, just some things going on around the league. So obviously in the wild card weekend, there's only 6 games. 2 seeds versus 7 seeds, 3 6s, 4s and 5s, and yeah, you guys know how that goes. So I say we go ahead and jump right into it. Y'all want to get started? So y'all see we have Kent here. So we're gonna go ahead and start off. Raiders Bengals, perfect order, first game of the playoffs. It's later today at the time of recording. So Kent, I want you to start off. Talk to me. What are you thinking for this game?
No, I actually have the Raiders by 50. Obviously I'm riding with Houday Nation. We do have a couple key injuries. Keem Davis-Gaither, obviously out for the year. He's starting linebacker. Jermaine Pratt, NC State guy. He's out this week with COVID. And the Raiders, honestly, they're looking pretty healthy. Obviously, they're missing a good wide receiver. But I think the Bengals get it done for sure. Mixon had a monster game last time we played them. He had 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. The wide receivers really didn't do anything. Wood was our leading receiver. When we played them, I think he had 50 yards. But honestly, I think it's T. Higgins kind of weak. I think he goes for 120 and a touchdown. And obviously, Jamar's going to do Jamar things. But they are great against the deep ball, so I will give them credit for that. But yeah, I got the Bengals. I think the Bengals also cover the spread. I think they win by 10. I'm gonna say that it's a lower scoring game. I'm gonna go with 26-16.
Do we get it gritty?
At the end of the episode. I promise.
No, not from you, from Jamar.
Oh, for sure.
Jamar's getting a touchdown this week.
I wasn't sure if he was going to unleash some new.
Yeah, no. Jamar's getting a
like-
touchdown this week. I just don't know how many yards he'll have. That's my only thing. I think T. Higgins is going to be the guy this week, just because they do cover the deep ball really well. So that's but I think he will get a touchdown. I mean, he's a touchdown machine.
And Mixon's healthy. He's fine.
Mixon's healthy. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The key matchup this week, I totally forgot to mention it, is our right tackle, Riley Reef, who's been great all year. He is out this week, so Max Crosby will be against a backup right tackle this week. So just, watch out for that. Burrow's going to have pressure on him like usual, but it might be some extra pressure this week. But yeah, I give me the Bengals. I think our offense has been playing really well. So
Yeah, I also would take the Bengals in this game. It's in Cincinnati. The Raiders just barely got in. Granted, they did come through at the end of the season, won a bunch of close one-score games. Obviously, hell of a game last Sunday. Chargers, Raiders. We were all hoping for the tie, let's be honest. Literally, even both teams in that game were hoping for a tie, low-key.
I wanted to see Big Ben in the playoffs, man. It's his last year. I wanted to see him, man.
Oh, just so shit like last year can happen.
They're gonna get.
It's a waste of a playoff team.
Never know.
Anyways, but no, I'm a fan of the Bengals. Now, I wasn't that high on them at the beginning of the year. I'll admit I was wrong about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow looks damn near like a top 7 quarterback in the league, if not top 5. So that being said, they also have a lot of young guys that I really like that are under the radar, underrated. Trey Hendrickson, Chidobe Awuzie, Dallas Cowboys
Legend.
breakfast legend, piece of toast.
Legend.
But no, I like the Bengals in this game. Derek Carr, I just think that there's so much that's gone on with this Raiders team. The Jerry Jeudy, John Gruden, all this stuff that happened early in the year, but they still made the playoffs. So kudos to them. I think when they have a full season together as a team, I think that they'll be all right.
Where'd you get
Give
Jerry
me-
Jeudy
give me
from?
the-
Yeah, Henry Ruggs, not Jerry Judy. Both Alabama. I got it. Because Jerry Judy, not Henry Ruggs.
Damn.
Judy.
Dude, I get Judy and Ruggs confused.
The pack is-
Time.
Sorry, we knew what you meant. I knew what you meant.
Well, yeah, you guys know what I mean. But give me the Bengals by 9.
Yeah, so I'll be quick. They kind of touched on everything there is to touch on. I mean, Kent kind of highlighted the tackle situation. I mean, on one side, it's going to be not Yannick Ngakoue, and then on the other side, it's going to be Max Crosby. Crosby led the league in pressure. So, I mean, this isn't going to be anything that Joe Burrow's not used to between last year and this year. Joey Burr is used to having to be mobile in the pocket, be a little elusive and get away from edge rusher. So that doesn't really worry me as much. This year, it's clear I've been a Darren Waller truther. It's been very hard to defend Mr. Waller this year between injuries, between Mr. Gruden not really utilizing him the right way, which really is not his fault. It felt like Gruden really didn't do a good job of getting him the ball. And then with this new coach, Waller just simply hasn't really been on the field. So hopefully Waller can do something. If it were up to me, I would want the Bengals to win, but I just hope Waller has a good day. Ryan kind of touched on the underrated guys on defense for Cincinnati. Cheeto, I love Cheeto. I'm always going to love Cheeto. I love my former Cowboys players. And then they have a couple of other guys going under the radar. People forget Jesse Bates is one of the best safeties in the league. I'm super high on Jesse Bates. And then another name that's not really a household name, Logan Wilson was right behind Trevon Diggs in interceptions for like 8 weeks, since like week 8, and he's a middle linebacker.
Yeah. That's tough.
Kudos to him.
Big 40.
One of my good friends' name is Logan Wilson, and he listens. So shout out to you, Logan. Shout out to Logan. I don't think this game's close. I think that Jamar has a buck through the air easily. I don't really see anyone stopping him. So give me the Bengals. I think it's closer than what the last two guys think. Give me the Bengals by 16.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this. Bengals by far have the better offense across the board, except to me at least, except on the offensive line. And where they lack in that, the Raiders kind of make up for it on their defensive line, with Yannick Ngakoue and Max Crosby. And I'm trying to figure out if this is the game that we figure out why Denzel Perryman made the Pro Bowl, because personally I didn't see it. Plus, I don't even know who the other two linebackers they are. But they have those as linebackers. I mean, as far as the offense, Derek Carr is pretty good. He's shown up a couple of times. Hunter Renfrow has shown up a couple of times, but again, not as much as the Bengals. But I think with defense kind of carrying them, I think they'll kind of edge out by I'll give them 6.
Yeah, I'll keep it pretty brief. You guys have obviously touched on this a lot. Just one thing that I think that kind of hasn't been touched on at all, but I think is a huge factor in this game. Everyone's talking about the quarterback production. Obviously, Burrow has 900 something yards in his last 2 games. Derek Carr threw a ridiculous number of yards this year. But I think this game is going to come down to who can run the ball a little bit better. Mixon gets a little bit overshadowed by Joe Burr and fucking Jamar Chase. So I'm kind of looking at if Mixon can get 120 in this game, I don't see how the Bengals can lose. And likewise, I think the Raiders' best chance to win this game is keep throwing short stuff to Renfrow. Obviously, if they can get Waller active down the seam, he hasn't been healthy. But if Jacobs can get 20 carries, get 100 yards, it's going to be whoever can control the ball for longer. Both offenses are pretty good. Defenses been playing a little bit better, especially the Bengals' run defense. That's why I'll give them the slight edge in this. That's why in the playoffs, it comes down to who can run the ball better. And Bengals run defense has been solid this year. You'll agree on that. Mixon's been a stud. So give me the Bengals. They'll control the whole game, but it'll stay close. They'll probably win by a touchdown.
And another thing about this game, we have the TV on in the background. It is 28 degrees there with a 9-mile-an-hour wind, and it's cloudy in Cincinnati.
They're
going to be running the ball today.
I
There's
saw
going
a
to be
stat.
some running there.
I saw a weird stat. I think Derek Carr is 0-5 in weather under 50 degrees.
Interesting.
Just saying. Yeah.
Interesting.
Just saying.
Does he play? They have a dome now. Yeah, Las
Yeah.
Vegas is a dome,
Yes,
right?
yes, they do have a dome.
And it was
Also-
already warm there before.
Also, I'm sorry, I don't want to take so much time, but the Bengals D-line is absolutely better than the Raiders D-line. Go look at the stats. We don't have the names that they quite do, but Hendrickson has 14 sacks this year. Reeder's the best nose tackle in the league, and Hubbard's super slept on.
He's
but
the
yeah,
best what in the league?
nose tackle in the league.
What is
DJ
Aaron
Reeder.
Donald play? The hell does Aaron Donald play? Right end? Or we can classify him
It's
as
a,
a
it's
right
a
end like Madden?
little,
Call him.
I
It's a
wouldn't
little bit
classify
different.
Aaron Donald as a
Call him
traditional
defense
nose tackle.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not.
What's
He's
the
not a nose tackle.
difference?
He's
Where
around
he lines
nose
up,
right
essentially.
there.
Aaron Donald plays.
right there. I guess. I don't know. That's
Donald's
about
coming
it.
off the end.
No, yeah. Aaron Donald comes off the end. He edge rushes a good amount. Am I just tweaked on that?
I don't want to drag it out too much. I've been high on the Bengals all year.
Yeah, they
I tried to
did.
tell y'all very early on. Darren Waller's not that guy, and this Raiders team is not. They're not taking the Bengals. Don't want to drag it out.
Who won the game earlier this year? Raiders Bengals.
32-13 Bengals.
Okay. Sorry. This came to mind.
Next game.
All right, next one we have the AFC East matchup. Dollar Bill Belichick's Patriots playing Josh Allen's Bills. I personally think that this whole season is a scam. Just like last year, it was let's see the current GOAT go against the future GOAT, Brady and Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Now it's going to be let's see mentor versus player. So in the Bill Belichick Patriots, who are going to go to the Super Bowl and play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, chances are, give me the Patriots in this game. I really like Bill Belichick in the playoffs against his own division, a team he's seen twice. I think that the Bills are way too inconsistent down the stretch. They've scared me in a lot of close games this year that I don't necessarily like, but Josh Allen has played his ass off, except this past week he threw like 3 picks to nobody and no touchdowns. He played god awful, but no one gave a shit because it's Josh Allen and not anyone else. Give me the Patriots. I think Mac Jones is literally going to game manage the hell out of this. They might have to fucking run the ball 89 times and pass it 3 times, but I just like Belichick in this game.
Yeah, so I feel like this is the hardest game for me to call. I think it has the potential to be the best game. But I'll keep it brief. Mac Jones just has been nothing short of mediocre the past 3 or 4 weeks. I feel like him being a rookie is starting to show a little bit. I don't know if teams are starting to micromanage him, but if you really look at the interceptions he's throwing, it's just misreading, which is something that we really didn't think would happen with him coming out of college. He's one of the smarter quarterbacks in the league, even with him being a rookie. The conditions, we know what the conditions are going to be. It's in Buffalo. It's early January. It's going to come down to running the ball. I trust the Patriots run game with Ramondre Stevenson and Damian Harris more so than I do with Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary has started to turn it on as of late, but I still trust the Patriots running game more behind that offensive line with Shaq Mason, guys like that. So I'm going to roll with the Patriots. J.C. Jackson has kind of been known to be Stephon Diggs' son. Hopefully he changes that. Bill Belichick kind of does a good job of shutting out the opposing team's best player. So hopefully J.C. Jackson kind of lives up to that name. My boy says that J.C. Jackson is the second best corner in the league. So we'll see today. Hopefully he does. I want the Patriots to win. One of my best friends is a Patriots fan. So go Patriots. But yeah, I've got the Pats by. I think it's a super low scoring game. I'll say Pats by 3.
Low scoring as hell. I also want to put that in there like a 17-13 type of fucking game.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Patriots too. Is basically smoke with both teams for me. But the fact that the Patriots, Zach touched on earlier with the other game, that they had like the running game kind of helps decide teams, and the Patriots have that pretty surprisingly good running back committee, probably one of the best in the league. So if they could just wear out that Bills defense with their sort of old edges and sort of old defensive line and sort of mid linebackers, I think they can probably edge out the game a lot. That's my take. I'll take the. You know what? I'll take the Patriots by 13.
Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna go against the Bills here. One of my best friends is a Bills fan. Bills Mafia for life. We love them over here as the Bengals. So their left tackle Isaiah Wynn is out. Patriots. David Andrews, their center, been a stud all year. He's questionable. They have 9 starters who are questionable or out today. Those are
Hey, get closer to your
completely out.
computer.
Huh?
Start back over at the center. David Andrews. Wait, what was his name?
David Andrews, who's been a stud center all year, he's out. 9 out of the 22 starters on the Patriots are either out or questionable. They're not healthy whatsoever. David Andrews is not out. Isaiah Wynn is out. David Andrews is questionable. I don't think this is going to be that close. Obviously, the weather does help their run game being better, but I think that the O-line is not there today. I think that the Bills are going to get some great pressure. Give me the Bills to win.
And I need you to be a lot louder. And when you talk, I need you to lean into the computer. Don't lean back. Because you start and then you slowly go back. We can't hear.
It's pretty loud.
Really? I don't know.
Damn, yeah.
It might
We're
be the
having
mic.
technical difficulties today.
It might be the mic. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that close. I think the Bills win 24-7.
24/7.
The Bills?
Bills.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll touch on it a little bit. The Bills defense, they're a lot more talented of a roster actually as a whole. The Patriots defense obviously is well coached. They've been playing really well this year and everything. But I trust the Bills. They're just a more talented roster. They've been getting beat up by the Patriots for 15 years now in the division.
More than
You
that.
really feel like, yeah, more than that even. So you really feel like at home, it's going to be rowdy in Buffalo, a Saturday night game. It's going to be a great time, great environment. I do, like Keith mentioned again, I trust whoever can control the run game does have an edge in this game. It's going to be about like 5 degrees tonight around kickoff. So the Patriots do have an edge in that, but a lot of credit needs to get given to, like Colt said, Devin Singletary has been getting hot. And an underrated aspect of Josh Allen's game is his ability to run the ball. In recent weeks where he struggled and thrown interceptions, he's also ran for 50, 60, 70 yards and a touchdown, which is a massive thing to game plan against. And I have a lot of faith in Belichick, but Buffalo's just the better team right now. So I have them winning this game.
Yeah, I've been a Buffalo Bills truther this whole year. And by truther, I mean they're overrated and they're not as good as people think. The biggest thing the Bills have going for them is all the injuries on the Pet side. But there are still tickets available for this game for less than $40. The game is tomorrow, and there's still tickets available in Buffalo.
It's
because
tonight.
they're not-
Wait, the game's
tonight.
Yeah.
It's tonight. Oh, I thought
Tonight.
At the time of
Okay.
recording.
Which makes your point even more valid.
Yeah.
they're still available. Bills Mafia is not showing up. No tables are being broken. They're scared. Patriots are taking it.
No tables are being broken.
No tables being broken. The Bills don't have real fans. Ken, I didn't hear a word you just said.
Dude, I'm like yelling right now. Am I not like yelling right now?
I'm sorry, but we can't hear you. I can't hear Zach.
I've got to put the code in.
All right. Can you guys hear me better now? I'm right next to the 5 inches away.
If you guys are watching this on YouTube, I hope you're understanding the frustration.
No, I'm telling you, like I can like literally like my hand. I'm like a hand away right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, like,
No, I know we can tell. We can tell. Like it's not y'all's fault, but we just can't hear. Maybe we're just dumb as hell, and I've got something wrong. I could.
it could be. I mean, it could definitely be my mic on this computer. I have no idea.
And every now and then it's fine. It sounds great, but
But it's probably my computer though.
who cares? So anyways, next game we got Eagles Buccaneers. I don't know how Philly made the playoffs. I feel like they just kind of slid in after week 3 of the season. I quit keeping up with the NFC East. And the next thing you know, I see like Philly is like 7-8, and I'm like, oh, wow, good for them. Now they can't say that we're the worst division because we had 2 playoff teams and 1 team in the hunt up until week 16. And go ahead anyway. Eagles are going to lose this game. The Buccaneers are going to win. I don't want to overthink this and think all this shit. It's Tom Brady in the playoffs at home with Gronk, with the full reign. His running backs are going to come out of the game early as fuck if they do. Like, come on. It's Brady in the playoffs at home against a team that nobody thought would make the playoffs. I get the Eagles can be very explosive. They're young, they're quick, they're fast, they're more athletic. Give me the Buccaneers. I don't want to overthink it. Don't bet against Brady this early in the playoffs.
I'm betting against Brady because I'm taking the Eagles. It's in Tampa. Brady is Brady. I get that. The staple of the Tampa Bay defense has been their run defense, but their run defense has been getting shredded as of late. Absolutely shredded as of late. The Eagles have the best rush attack in the league by far. It's not close by far. I think they have about 70 more yards per game than the next closest team. Miles Sanders is – I'm not even going to touch on that. Keith knows how I feel about Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is a dog. He's playing tomorrow. I'm sorry. Miles Sanders is playing. Jalen Hurts, he's got legs too. When he wants a break, Kenneth Gainwell can come in. When he wants a break, Boston Scott can come in. On Tampa Bay side of the ball, Chris Godwin's not going. Antonio Brown's not going. In those games where they didn't play, it seemed like Brady kind of found a target in Cyril Grayson. He's not going. Ronald Jones is not going. All these guys on defense. Fournette is hurt like hell on these guys on defense. David is not healthy. Devin White's not healthy. I think that this is a perfect upset pick. I think that there's a real chance that Tampa Bay loses. I think a guy, Darius Slay, has been getting underrated all year, and that hurts for me to say as a Cowboys fan, but I think he deserved more All-Pro vote. He got 1 All-Pro vote. One. I don't think that's right. I think Darius Slay he's getting to that point where he's a dog. He's been a dog. He was a dog in Detroit. I'm not going to stress it out. That run game is going to be super hard to stop in Tampa. I know it's Brady in the playoffs, but I'm going to roll with that boy making his playoff debut in Tampa Bay. I'm going to roll with Jalen Hurts. I've got the Eagles.
I'm glad Colt said it first. I'll go with the Eagles as well. Just I don't really care, to be honest, about the offense, but I just have a little bit of faith in defense. I don't know what has been going on in the NFL where, like, how teams have had this easy win, and for some reason, something goofy happens. It's not even an injury or anything. Something goofy happens, and the underdog sort of takes it over. And I think this might be one of the last games where this happens. Like, it's the perfect storm for it. Brady is already – well, he's found his target in Gronk, whatever. Gronk is Gronk. Brady is Brady. But here come the Eagles, who aren't supposed to be there, and I think they have one last game left in them. And I think the Buccaneers – honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of hope that this whole Antonio Brown thing sort of gave him bad vibes. So Eagles got it. 24-21. They got it.
All right.
Dude, do you want us to do
when you talk, kid, go to Zach's side. Slide to Zach's side. Yeah. There you go.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay.
Now we can't hear Zach.
All right, hold on. I'm just gonna hold the.
That's
I'm just gonna hold the computer. All right, yeah. I think the Eagles win this game as well. I don't like betting against Brady, but it is like all the injuries that Colt is listing. Those are massive players. I mean, you're looking at like the top four of the top 5 options on this Tampa Bay offense are gone. I mean, he's got Gronk, and I love Gronk. He's got Mike Evans, but obviously Mike Evans is going to be. I mean, he's going to be guarded by Darius Slay. Honestly, I like the 24-21 call by Keith. I like that call a lot, and I also really agree with Keith saying the upsets, just the random upsets. We saw Tampa Bay get beat by Washington. We saw, I mean, this is just the Bengals. Bengals, I mean, I don't know how good you consider them, but the Bengals, they got beat by the Jets and the Bears this year. Teams are losing games they shouldn't lose. But by the way, Richie, you guys still have the worst division. I'm not trying to disrespect the Cowboys or nothing. But listen. Just listen. Let me talk. You guys have the worst division. Eagles are the only team to not beat a team with a winning record. They beat
the Saints. They beat the Saints. That's their one win. They beat the Saints. They did beat the Saints.
All right.
Hey, don't worry. They lost to the Giants, though.
They beat the Saints.
Y'all out here picking a team that lost to the Giants.
Wait. What was the Saints record?
I think they went
9-8.
I think they went 9-8.
Oh yeah. You're right.
They only beat the Panthers by 3.
Okay. No, that's fair. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's my pick. Here's Zach.
They lost to the Giants.
Guys, no, I'm kidding. So yeah, we're actually talking about the GOAT here, though. That's really all that you need to know. I don't really want to talk about it that much. You guys have already touched on pretty much everything. I do think the Eagles have a chance if they can dominate the game with the run. Rushing offense is awesome. Sanders, Scott, even obviously Hurts is doing something. Hurts. So you can't just inform me that Hurts has over 700 rushing yards. So obviously their rushing attack is good. If they control the game early, it's possible. Their defense is an underrated unit. Slay, Cox, and those guys. But I'm not going to say anything against the GOAT. He's an 8.5 point favorite, something like that today. It's Tom Brady. He'll see the second round for sure.
I've been sitting here, fidgeting around, very frustrated, just hearing all the blasphemy coming out of y'all. Y'all are betting the house on Jalen Hurts in Tampa against the GOAT.
Thank you.
Jalen Hurts.
Thank you.
Jalen Hurts. I started off this season saying he was a bottom 3 quarterback. Jalen Hurts. Miles Sanders.
But is he bottom 3? He's not bottom 3, is he?
He's rather average.
I'd say he's average. I'd say he's about number 16, 15 in the league. But he's not
15.
bottom 3 now.
He might be 14. He might be above average. I don't know.
Something about that. He's
Put him 14
in Tampa.
18.
In Tampa, nobody wins in Tampa. In the playoffs against Tom Brady, first round, the Eagles.
Literally never happened.
No
one's ever beat Tom Brady in Tampa.
Look, take out that whole offensive line and every receiver and just have Brady out there. I'm taking Tampa. Eagles fucking suck.
Bro, they lost to the fucking Giants 13-7.
Also, the worst division is not the NFC East. It is either A, the NFC South,
You got me
or
fucked.
B, the
I think
AFC. No,
I think it's the North.
NFC
Come
North.
on,
NFC
man.
North.
I think it's the
NFC
North.
North.
One of those
I
two.
think it's the North.
That's getting close.
NFC North.
Kidding me.
Right now, it's the North.
You are
It can be the
kidding.
South. The Panthers dog ass.
wait,
Dolphins
wait.
dog ass. The Saints dog ass. We're talking
It's-
about the Eagles beating the
It's
Bucs.
honestly, it's about even. They're about even with NFC South is about even with NFC East. So if we start,
the Bears, the Vikings, the Lions, and then the Packers are good.
I think it's
but,
the North.
That's a
I
bad
think it's the
division.
North.
You beat the Lions.
That's a bad division.
Bears.
It's not.
No,
the
give me the
NFC.
Eagles. Give me the Eagles.
We might be number 2 or 3, but no.
No, 2 playoff team division can't be the worst for that season. All right, next game. Shout out Caleb's jersey. That's a beautiful jersey, by the way, Micah. Defensive rookie of the year, second in MVP, or not MVP, defensive player of the year. We'll get to that. 49ers Cowboys, 4:30 on Sunday. Last time 49ers Cowboys met in the playoffs, it was like 1992 when all that gets, the Cowboys fans were happy or something. Yeah, this is the third happiest that Cowboys fans have been since 1992. Let's be honest. Give me fucking Dallas. I hope Dak does good. He looked good 2 of the last 3 weeks. Dallas is missing who? Keanu Neal? Is that who it is? Dallas is only missing 1 starter, I believe. Keanu Neal. If you want to consider Michael Gallup, that I guess you can consider him out. Tony Pollard's back. Zeke's rested. All these guys are good to go, healthy, no COVID, coming along very well in the season against this 49ers team who's just dynamic and explosive as shit on offense. You've got Deebo Samuel, he's a receiver that's going to play running back and line up in the backfield. he takes a lot of direct snaps out of Wildcat too, doesn't he? Right? Reverses all this shit. You had George Kittle, who is arguably the best tight end in the game. I don't think he is, but regardless, you're facing a top 3 player at his position in the league. That's insane. Trent Williams has been probably the best offensive lineman this year. He's going to be going against Randy Gregory, and we'll see how that goes. But I want Dallas to win this game in Dallas. Establish. Don't even worry about getting the ball on the ground. This 49ers defense, they have a good run defense. They're led by a lot of good guys, mainly Fred Warner. Torch this secondary. They suck. That's the key to the game for Dallas. I think they do just that. They did that last week. Granted, it was against a shitty Eagles team. But if you think about it, that is a playoff team, and that's how you got to win this week. And Dallas came out last week, did exactly that. Dak threw 5 touchdowns. We can get a 4-touchdown game out of Dak with fewer than 2 turnovers. Dallas wins this game easily, and I don't think it's close. But if Dallas can't establish the air game, they're fucked. But give me Dallas.
Yeah, I'm rolling with my boys. Obviously, I'm not gonna pick against my guys. I think Dallas will come out the gates hot. It feels like they don't really start the best. It's been that way for years. They kind of struggle like scoring on opening drives and such. I think they come out hot, all the intensity in the world. It's getting to the point where McCarthy like to get the ball first so he can just go ahead and give Dak the confidence, just go out there, play with a tie game. Like Ryan said, we don't have Gallup, but Cedric Wilson, best wide receiver 4 in the league, stepped up. I mean, he's looking good. He had more receptions than a NFC East receiver getting paid $18 million a year. More receptions, more yards, and more touchdowns. Just saying. Cedric Wilson is very underrated. He's a good player. Zeke and Pollard, Zeke's getting healthier by the week, so hopefully he looks good. That offensive line's healthy. It'll be nice to have Collins, Smith, Martin. Williams has been playing better of late. And then Biotis is kind of the weak link of the O-line, but he'll stay there. On defense, like Ryan said, Debo's an all-pro first team. I'll get to it later, but I don't think he deserved that. But regardless, he's a great player. I have no hate against Debo. Nick Bosa is in the deep boy conversation. Fred Warner's the best inside linebacker in the league. It feels like that this game is starting to become America's like favorite upset pick. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, Dallas, we know how Dallas can be. Dallas can turn it on, be one of the best teams in the league, or turn it off where they shouldn't be a playoff team at all. 49ers have won 5 of their last 7. They're the hottest team in the league right now. I have no complaints about it being an upset pick, but it kind of feels like the Dallas players, Dallas media is starting to get upset by all the attention that, hey, we're about to lose. They asked Jerron Kearse about George Kittle this, George Kittle that. He was like, hey, George Kittle's got to face me too. So, I mean, Jerron Kearse, I understand most people are going to think Jerron Kearse, George Kittle. Jerron Kearse is good. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to go out there and lock him up or nothing, but, I mean, they've got to play us too. Bosa said that the offensive line is beatable. We'll see what happened because his brother had 0 pressures and 2 tackles on the entire game against the backup tackle, Terrence Steele, who's no longer playing. But we'll see what happens with that because Big Bro couldn't do nothing. We'll see if Little Bro can do something.
Talk your shit, bro.
But
your shit, Cole.
But we'll see. At the end of the day, the 49ers are a great team. I have no problem. If Jimmy G goes out there and throws for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and we lose the game, screw it. I don't care. We made them beat it their way. We got to shut down Elijah Mitchell and Deebo Samuel in the backfield. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm rolling with my boys. I'm not going to pick against my guys. I've been rolling with them all season. I've been rolling with them for my whole life. So I'm going to roll with them. I've got them 31-20. I think that guy's a really good game. It reminds people why he's a top 6 or 7 quarterback. And yeah, I'm rolling with my guys.
I got Cowboys 30-24, but it's a lot historically riding on this game just because of Cowboys and the 49ers. But also, you looking kind of, I mean, you want to take it game by game, obviously, but knowing who you might face in the next game possible, it's kind of like, are you more worried about the next game than you are the first game? So you kind of want to make sure that doesn't sort of impact them. But I wish ill on Shanahan like so much. So I guess if the Cowboys got to do it, the Cowboys got to be the ones to do it. So they got it 30-24. But I do expect this to be like one of the best games out of the playoff picture. So I'm excited.
Oh, goodness gracious. Listen, I would just like to come out the gate and say that I do not like a lot of the Cowboys fans. That being said, they are absolute dogs. They are winning this game. I don't think it's as high scoring as you guys think, just because the 49ers do run so much, and that will take a lot of time off the clock. But the Cowboys are winning this game. I think CD's going to torch them this week. That's my guy that I think is going to have the big game. As you said, Keanu Neal. Yeah, there you go. Keanu Neal, or I don't know how you exactly say his name, but he was the only guy on your injury report. I think the 49ers are. I can't remember what theirs looked like. I did want to go ahead and look at all those before we did this, just so had some knowledge on the injuries. But yeah, I think you guys beat them pretty bad. Actually, I'll give you all 11 points. I think y'all are going to beat them by 11 points. That's my personal pick. I could see the upset happening, but I don't think it will happen this week. I think you guys are moving on to week 2.
You guys touched on it a lot, obviously. As a well-known Cowboys hater, the one credit that I will give you, your defense has been nothing short of spectacular this year. Which is why, really, instead of talking about this game, I just have a quick question. And I don't really want like a long explanation from y'all Cowboys fans. I'm just genuinely curious. I want a number. How good your defense has been. What is your record this year if Jimmy G is your quarterback the entire year instead of Dak?
The same.
The same. The same? I was just wondering. That's all I want to know.
I disagree. Look at what
I don't. I agree with Caleb.
I disagree.
I think you want
Dak
the same
Prescott is not, or Jimmy G's not going to win the game against New England. He's not going to win the game against LA. We're going to get our ass beat.
The Broncos.
Yeah, what if he comes out and does good against the Broncos, or good against?
Dak comes out and throws
Could've
for
won that
500
Raiders
every
game.
week. You can't do that.
Well, yeah, obviously, but a lot of games the Dak we've like beat the hell out of teams. Dak's done good, but close games he hasn't. So
do you think we'd have the same record with Jimmy G?
I think if you take any team, and just get an instant downgraded quarterback from a top 6 or 7 quarterback to a, what are we saying Jimmy G is 20, 21, 22, somewhere around there, a below average quarterback. I think if you go from a very above average quarterback to a below average quarterback on any football team, I think the record is definitely going to be worse.
Listen, I'm talking twice here, I think, but Zach, I love that. I actually really like that question, but I'm not gonna. Dak is very talented. Y'all got him at what, 3rd, 4th round, something like that. Yeah. So I mean, you got a great player out of him, but I would say that you guys still win the division.
I agree with that.
Something.
I would agree with that.
We win the
Dak
division. Yes,
I would agree with that.
But we don't have the same record.
Dak has one of the best supporting casts in the league, and his defense, y'all's defense is great. And I'm not gonna sit here and hype y'all up too much because you know how I feel about the Cowboys.
Right.
But but I do think you guys win this game. So yeah.
I would agree. I would.
You know what?
I'll say this though, but it's not just for Dallas. I'll say for the Bengals, if you replace Joe Burrow with, I'll say Andy Dalton, is the Bengals going to have the same record? Or we'll say Jimmy G. Say Jimmy G. Do you have the same record? You don't. My point, what I'm saying is my point. If you take any team and get an instant downgraded quarterback, you're not going to have the same record. You're just not.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
I disagree, and I don't think it's that close. Joe Burrow's deep ball has been ridiculous
100%.
this year.
I agree.
And Jimmy G or Andy Dalton don't have the ability to do that.
I just tried to name another bottom tier quarterback.
Rifle. I respect and love the Red Rifle, but I mean, he was my childhood memory. That's my first real quarterback. I mean, obviously Carson Palmer a little bit too, but that's my first real Bengals quarterback. I love that guy, but I don't think it's close. I think Dak just has that supporting cast, which is why I think you'll win. Also, I'm done talking. All right.
I was just curious to hear those answers.
Okay.
I think you guys have pretty much maybe one less win, maybe, if that. I was wondering.
Yeah. I obviously have Dallas. I pick Dallas every week. When we're humming, when everything's going, we're the best team in the league, flat out. Our best game against every other team's best game, we're winning. It's just how it is. It's going to come down. A big thing it's going to come down to is 49ers are not going to send pressure. They're gonna send their front four, and they're gonna make Dak dot him up. Just the same thing the Cardinals did. Like Dak's really good against the rush, and he's rather mediocre when they send 3 or 4 and just drop everyone into coverage because we can't run the ball because Zeke's fullback. But with that being said, that O-line's beatable. Nick Bosa's going to be on an island over there with Tyron Smith, and he's going to be locked the fuck up. So give me Dallas by enough to win. I don't know about the spread, but enough to win.
Give me Dallas or give me fucking death. We're going to go ahead and start speeding up a little bit on these picks. Especially this next one, Steelers-Chiefs. Nobody wanted the Steelers to make it. Every single team in this fucking league, they all wanted the tie. They wanted the Chargers to not call it, all that, whatever. Give me the Chiefs in this game. The Chiefs are hot. They look good. Mahomes is cooking. Steelers shouldn't have fucking made it. Big Ben is trash. The receivers are fucking prima donnas. Like, fuck the Steelers.
Whoa, define wide receivers with the S.
Juju, Claypool. I don't give a fuck. Deontay's cool.
It's not okay.
Deontay's cool.
Okay.
Deontay's cool, bro. Deontay's cool. That's all. Yeah. No, give me the Chiefs. We don't have. Yeah, I don't have anything to say. Give me Chiefs.
Mahomes is the greatest quarterback to ever live.
Greatest
Give me
or
the
best?
the greatest, the best. The Mahomes
Sexiest.
is dad. Give me the Chiefs by 30.
You ain't say that for real.
All right.
Oh, yeah, Chiefs got it. I think they make it a game out of principle. I feel like Ben kind of jinxed them by saying we're just gonna go out there and have fun on some like weird shit. But yeah, Chiefs got it. Mahomes is back to let you know that he is not his brother. Ain't shit sweet over that way. So he's about to kill the playoffs once again. Chiefs got it. We'll say I'll give it. You know what? I'll give it 17-6.
You even want to get on this? I mean, like you're not the Chiefs.
I have the Chiefs, simply put, but I would love to see Big Ben win this game. I know there are rivals, but I have another best friend who's a Steelers fan, and you know what? I want to see Big Ben win a playoff game before he goes out. And honestly, I'd rather the Chiefs not be in the playoffs on the AFC side. So I would like the Steelers to win. I think the Chiefs will win by a lot, but hopefully the Steelers win.
Yeah. If anyone really remembers that last regular season game where the Chiefs played the Steelers, it was just terrible. One of the worst games of the entire season. I mean, it was probably, like I said, might have been the second most embarrassing game of the regular season, other than when you guys played Washington. So, the Chiefs are going to win the game. I don't love Big Ben, of course, but I do think it's pretty cool that he ended up making the playoffs. Obviously, the whole tie thing and, Jags huge upset. I think it's pretty cool, but the Chiefs got this game. It's tough that Ben's going to go out sad in Kansas City on the road, but he had a great career. It's kind of cool that he made it, but yeah, they got no chance.
And just like Big Ben said, they're a super underdog, and they ain't got nothing to lose. For that reason, I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers. If they lose, they were supposed to lose. If they win, I'm a genius. Pittsburgh's going out. TJ Watt's having like 8 attacks.
See, when that was my logic, I was looking crazy. Now you taking it in the playoffs. He literally said. Now, honestly, when he said that, and like Najee Harris got offended, but then I thought about it, like, what if it's some like weird like Jedi mind trick where like we're just gonna go out there and have fun, and the Chiefs sort of like think it's sweet, and then Big Ben puts like 2 touchdowns on them, one of them a rushing touchdown, and they just like
he's taking off.
Like
Big Ben's taking off.
I don't know. It was
Like
kind of crazy.
Derrick Henry against the Jaguars or some shit.
Also, I saw a thing that I think it was either 2005 or 6. Whenever the Steelers won the Super Bowl, they were super underdogs. They were not supposed to be there, and they went off to win. So
I forgot to mention.
I would love them to go out and win with Big Ben last year.
I feel like with Najee, that last game Najee had, I think he's due for a pretty good game in the playoffs as well. Honestly, he might be due for a Derrick Henry game. We never know. So we'll see and find out.
And they take out the Chiefs, and that opens up the pathway for the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. So if the Cowboys don't,
Then Jesus gonna come back the day of.
he might.
Hell's gonna be fucking frozen over on Sunday, literally. Literally. All right, last game. Then we're gonna do some rapid fire stuff, girl. That'll be a lot faster pace. We got Cardinals Rams. This game, I don't really think it'll be that close. The Rams have looked pretty good overall. Yeah, they lost last week in week 8 against the Niners to let them in the fucking playoffs. But I think the Rams are going to win this game in LA against the Cardinals, who just, I don't know how to feel about them. They go out and lose to the Lions and then fucking beat Dallas. And
Kyler's your fucking baby, though. What are you talking about?
I know, like, I don't get it. I don't know how I feel about them. So give me the Rams. Give me Stafford. Give me a little bit more, it's like just pure veteran experience, not necessarily playoff. A lot of these guys on this team have been to the Super Bowl. There's a few guys that played on the Super Bowl back, 2-3 years ago. So give me the Rams. Give me the experienced defense. Donald, Ramsey. It's a lot of names, a lot of star power for the playoffs. Give me the Rams.
Yeah, give me the Rams. Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Leonard Floyd. Give me those guys on defense. They've got Odell Beckham Jr. The other team does not have Odell Beckham Jr. It's a great reason to pick him. Odell Beckham Jr. is that guy. No, I'm just kidding. Cooper Kupp is obviously on that side of the field. Easily a top 2 receiver this year, depending on who you ask. 1 or 2, he's definitely top 2 for this year. I don't think Hopkins is playing. He's not playing, right? So that obviously is Kyler's number 1 weapon. I'm going with the Rams, but I would not be surprised if Stafford somehow, some way, just shot their chances through and threw 3 interceptions and a half or something. That would not surprise me at all, because that is the most Stafford thing to do. I think he's so overrated, it's not even funny. But give me the Rams.
If Nuke Hopkins is not playing, I mean, I really don't think that changes much. I have the Rams in it. I don't think this game will be as good as it was supposed to be. I don't know. I just got the Rams in it. I expect Sony Michel and Cam Akers to have a day on the ground. And if not, they'll probably lock up Cooper Kupp somehow. And then Odell will remind y'all who he is. So this is Odell's trip to the playoffs. He's going to show out. And then everybody will be back behind Odell jerseys again.
All right. Obviously, this is a divisional matchup. I think it's gonna be a tough, grimy game. It's been a blowout. The past 2 times they played. Cardinals blew them out the first game. Rams blew them out the second game. I think this one's close. I got the Rams winning just because I think their defense is that much better. And I obviously think you can't even argue Cooper Kupp being number 2 this year. He's got the triple crown for yards, receptions, and touchdowns. But I think he's number 1 this year. It's not even close. Do I think he's the best receiver in the league? No, but he's played the best this year. So that's who I got going. Give me the Rams. I think they take it 27-21.
Yeah, I'm a big believer. Like I said, I've been preaching the whole episode. You got to be able to run the ball to win in the playoffs. But the other thing you have to do is you need to make big plays at the big moments in close games. And this is going to be a close game. And to make those big plays, you got to trust your star players. And the star power on the Rams team is unreal, man. Kupp's a monster. Donald and Ramsey, 2 undoubted superstars.
Super Bowl 50 MVP Von Miller.
I'm saying, like, somebody's gonna, like, even like Odell, somebody from the Rams I trust just a little bit more to go out there and make that play in a field goal game that's gonna ice it for them. They just have a little bit more talent, like I said, a little bit more star power. Give me the Rams in a close game though, for sure.
Sorry to interrupt you, Caleb, but also name that no one said, Cam Akers, difference maker. He's playing today, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, you said Akers?
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Sorry about that. Yeah, Akers. Yeah, good point, Keith. Then Akers is playing 27-21. Rams, book it.
Zach touched on the run game. A big thing in the playoffs is quarterback game. And what we've realized over the last couple of weeks, you take Stafford out of Detroit, you ain't taking Detroit out of Stafford. That motherfucker's average. Give me the Cards.
Motherfucker's average. Period.
Cardinals.
All right. So that's all of our playoff games for this week. I want to go ahead and jump into something. So we have all of our NFL awards. I kind of just want everyone to go around, no explanation. Give me your winner and your backup winner, or like your runner-up. Sorry. Don't say why. Just give me the person. Let's make a graphic, post it on Instagram, let people vote who they think's better. How's that sound? So you're hearing this? Let us know who you think. So MVP. This is. Give me. See, this is hard because it's a regular season award, but whichever one of the quarterbacks does better in the playoffs between Rodgers and Brady, give me them, and then if not, give me the other one.
Not close for me. It's Rodgers by a landslide, and then it's Brady number 2. It's not close at all for me. Rodgers is definitely the MVP.
You know what? Yeah, I'll take Rodgers as first place. And as far as the definition of the most valuable player, I'm gonna give your boy Joe Burrow a shot at the polls.
That's your MVP runner-up. That's gonna go on social media.
No explanation. Let's move
You
on.
might not be able to get a job
Hey,
if
no-
you post that.
No, hey, yeah, the no explanation thing. Come on, Ryan. Rogers Brady. That's what I'm going. I do like. Hey, I love that call though. He is a valuable player, but I don't think he's going to.
Shut the fuck up, kid. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't really think Joe Burrow's that valuable to that team. I think they win. They win the same number of games with Jimmy Garoppolo. No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing that. I like Rodgers to win the MVP as well, and Brady's definitely the runner-up. I think it's pretty clearly between them two. I think.
I just think it's Rodgers. I guess Brady. I guess, but it's Rodgers for
It's
sure.
Rodgers.
Offensive player of the year. Basically, give me Jonathan Taylor, then Cooper Kupp.
I'm going with the Triple Crown winner. You don't see it every day. It's just like baseball. When you do it, you've got to take notice of it. It's Cup 1 and then Taylor 2. But if someone has them reversed, I'm not going to be mad. The other day, Taylor had a great year, but I'm going Cup and then Taylor.
I'm going Cup, then Taylor.
I'm going Cup Taylor, Triple Crown winner. Absolutely.
I definitely agree with Cole. I'm not going to be mad either way, but I like Cup a little bit better. And then Taylor definitely has to be number 2. He had a huge year.
I don't know if Cooper Kupp got any MVP votes. I don't know if Jonathan Taylor got any, but he was in the conversation for a big part of the season. Jonathan Taylor.
And then Cooper Kupp.
Cup is your backup.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really like backups.
I feel like we're all going to have very similar people for the first few of these. Defensive player of the year. Give me Micah Parsons at runner-up and TJ Watt at winner.
Yeah, give me Parsons at 1. No, I'm joking. Watt is definitely D-boy. What he did the last couple of weeks to just kind of pull away, it felt like him and Parsons were right there together. Parsons had a game where he played more coverage snaps, so he couldn't really get the stats that he needed. And then he got COVID, so that kind of took him aback. And then Watt just kept on doing what Watt does, so I have no issue. Give me Watt as defensive player of the year. Tied the the regular sack record. I have no issue with that. And then I feel like Micah Parsons at a number 2 is an easy choice with the versatility that he can do at linebacker, slot corner, rushing the passer, all of that. It's easy for me. It's Watt and then it's Parsons.
Bro, y'all suck at following directions.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sorry. It was quick, though. It was quick,
Hey,
though. I'm sorry.
Just,
it's Micah. I don't care.
It's Mike.
man.
It's a lot.
No. You know what? I'll bite. I'll take TJ Watt first and then Trayvon Diggs because Jerry's the best. There you go.
He said I'll bite and then talk about Trayvon Diggs. That's why.
I'll take TJ Watt, Michael Parsons.
Can't nose ball.
I actually also have TJ Watt number 1, and it hurts to say, but yeah, I like Micah. He's been good this year. I got him at 2 as well.
I think if Micah got to rush the passer the whole time, he'd get it, but he has to play coverage. He's back there playing safety half the fucking time. So TJ Watt gets it, and then Micah.
Offensive rookie of the year. This will probably be one of my favorite races to watch, and I'm gonna go Jamar Chase and then Mac Jones.
It's not close. It's not close at all. Jamar by a landslide. It's not close at all. He pulled away. I told you Mac was terrible the last couple of weeks, but give me Jamar and then Mac.
It's a quarterback award, though.
Oh.
Gotta remember that.
Jamar and then Mac.
Dak took it over Zeke.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess Jamar and Mack, because for real, at this point right now, I can't think of any, I was about to say freshmen, but I can't think of any rookies. So we'll go with Jamar, then Mack.
Hey, is this who I think is gonna win, or who like what are we doing? Like order of like who I think is gonna win, or who I think should win?
Say both. Just say both.
Yeah, give
Just
us
say both.
I runner up or Jamar's going to win. Runner up will be Mac Jones. It should be Jamar and then Creed Humphrey. Dude has been an absolute dog at center this year.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about this thing being a quarterback award. I mean, Creed Humphrey's a center. I mean, like, he's gonna not get recognition, but he's been great. But yeah, I think Jamar with that last one. So I got Jamar and then Mac.
I also have Jamar and then Mac.
Caleb, why don't you start us at defensive rookie of the year? Don't even give the backup. Just name your defensive rookie of the year. I want to hear everyone say it.
Micah Parsons.
I've got Micah.
I've got Micah, and then if I do have to have a number 2, I've got a Big Pat from Denver. Pat had a good year. I do like Pat, so I'm gonna go with Pat at number 2.
We'll go with Micah and Christian Barmore.
I'm gonna go with Pat Surtain and then runner up Mike. No, I'm just messing with you. It's obviously Michael Parsons. Pat Surtain is my runner up though.
I don't want to have to say it, bro. Y'all gonna make me say it.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I fucked on you guys in week 3 or whatever.
Yeah, it's got to be Micah. And yeah, Big Man Pat had a good year in Denver, so I think he's probably the next guy.
Polo G. Comeback player of the year. Ooh. Is it Dak? Is it Burrow? Is it Bosa? It's Dak and then Burrow. I'm
gonna go with what Kent said of what I think will happen and what I should happen. And this is a Cowboys fan, mind you. I think that Dak will win it. I think with a gruesome injury like that, you come back, you play for America's team, his story. I think that Dak will win it, and then Burrow come a second, and then it'll be Bosa. But if it were up to me, I think what Burrow did, I think Burrow should win it. Then it should be Dak, and then it should be Bosa, if it's my opinion.
I got Burrow, then Dak.
This one I was looking at the line earlier today because I wanted to see who they had. I believe it should be Burrow, what he's done for this team, and Dak should be the runner-up. Now, granted, Bosa's been great, but I think when you got 2 quarterbacks coming off of, like you said, gruesome injuries and leading their team to the first in their division, those guys absolutely have to be the first guy. I also didn't realize Dak had 5 touchdowns last week, so I think he will for sure win it. But Burrow, I think he does still have most of the better stats, but give me Dak to win it. Burrow is the runner-up, but I want the other way around.
Yeah, I do believe that Dak will win it. I think it's fair to argue that Burrow should win it, and Burrow's definitely number 2. And I think that Burrow should win it, but I do think that Dak will win it. I mean, you do got to give him credit. I mean, I got Dak.
Yeah, we saw Dallas last year when Dak went down. They were horrible. Dak had a horrible season, career-threatening injury, and both of them slumped off about the same time. So it's Dak, followed by Joe Burrow.
Coach of the year.
Mike McCarthy.
Fuck off. I don't know. I kind of want to say Zach Taylor, Bengals coach, is going to be up there. I don't know. I don't really have a solid pick because every team's been good and bad this year. You know, Cliff Kingsbury's done a lot with the COVID, and I don't know. Give me Zach Taylor.
Yeah, me and Kent have agreed with every single pick this far, and I do think that it will continue with this one as well because I also have Zach Taylor's number 1 going from last to first, and then my runner-up, I have Mike Vrabel, what he was able to do with all the injuries with Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, Julio Jones. Give me Vrabel as my number 2, but I've got Taylor winning.
Man, all right. I got Zach Taylor, and no explanation. If you want an explanation, follow me on the gram or whatever. But I got Arthur Smith.
Who?
Arthur Smith. Do you want to hear the explanation, or are we gonna move on?
No, bro. We're not doing explanation. We're gonna post a graphic, and it's just gonna be this one.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for both Zach Taylor and Mike Vrabel. Those are my 1 and 2 for sure, for sure. Honestly, give me Vrabel. I'm sorry. He losing Derrick Henry pretty much about halfway through the season and still finishing the number 1. That's where I'm gonna disagree with you, Colt. But I think that Zach is for sure number 2 and Mike is for sure number 1. And I hate to say that as a Bengals fan, but that's where I'm at.
I have Vrabel at 1. I think that he deserves to win it, but I'm interested. None of you guys mentioned LaFleur, the team with the best record in the league. Granted, he has Rodgers, but I actually think LaFleur actually has a better chance to win this thing than those guys. But I think Vrabel should win it, so I got him at 1 and LaFleur at 2.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to say it. I think Vrabel should win. LaFleur has been the favorite pretty much all year. That's the one team. Every team's been hit or miss, hit or miss, hit or miss. Packers have been one of the only teams, if not the only team, that's been pretty solid all throughout, outside of the first week. So LaFleur is winning it. I think Vrabel should, though.
I thought Jameis was going to win MVP after week 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there you have it. There's our official NFL predictions. Whatever time you're listening to this, I hope your team wins, unless they're the 49ers. If not, fuck you. Yeah, that's all we got. Thank you, Kent, for being on. I got one thing to ask Kent. Can we get a grade?
All right, what's up?
Hey, don't do it. It might be bad luck. Don't do it.
Yeah, you can't
Did
do
y'all
it.
win last time you did it? Did you win when
Don't
you
do
did
it.
it last time?
What do we remember what week I did it?
Okay, let's do some quick math real quick. You pull up the Bengals
Actually,
schedule.
you know
After the
what?
game.
I'm
You did
pretty
it.
sure. I'm pretty sure. Was it the week after, or was it the week before we beat the Ravens? I think I did it.
It was the week before because me and you were
Was?
DMing on Instagram about it.
So I should hit the gritty then.
NFL week
You should.
6.
I think he was. I think he
I don't
was
know.
right. Like Zach told me to say this earlier. I'm gonna give Zach credit on this. Listen to this. I'm gonna let Jamar Chase do it for me today.
There we go.
I'm gonna let Jamar
34-11
Chase.
last time you did it.
I'm gonna let Jamar Chase do it for me today. That's all I gotta say. He's doing it for me.
Jay
Twice.
Uno is the GOAT. Jay Uno is the GOAT.
You got anything before we go, guys? Some shout outs. Shout out Rays, by the way.
Shout out to those guys. Hopefully they can get that whole thing figured
Oh,
out.
Can we do our just real quick? Can we do who we think is gonna be in the Super Bowl?
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
do the winner.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
who we think. Just real quick. I'm gonna go. Give me Packers and give me Bengals. I'm not. It's just something fun. We'll just go something fun.
Give me Cowboys. Give me Packers Chiefs.
I'm riding with my guys. I'm going with Dallas. I think if Dallas turns it on, like Caleb said, I really don't think it's going to be hard to beat us at our best. So I'm going to roll with Dallas. I like Cincy's playoff path. If they win, most likely they're going to play Tennessee. I like that for them, but I don't see them going past Kansas City. I like a Dak Mahomes rematch. I think Dak gets the better of them this time.
Healthy Dak this time.
I like Packers Bengals. But I do like the ramifications of Packers Raiders if that's possible.
I actually like a Pennsylvania matchup. Give me Philadelphia versus Pittsburgh. Yeah, man, they're gonna really grind one out as the 7th seeds. But actually, I'm gonna send Buffalo to the Super Bowl. And I have them playing Green Bay. I think that it's just gonna be whoever gets hot. I think Buffalo has the talent. I think any of those top 3 AFC teams could, including even the Bengals. But I think just give me Buffalo. I think they can do it this year, and they'll play Green Bay.
Give me Cincinnati, Dallas, and we're gonna watch it in person with Kent Lake, and it's gonna be a good time. Dallas is winning though.
We love you guys.
If so, though, for real. If so, yeah, absolutely.
We love you guys. Hopefully it's a Cowboys Bengals Super Bowl. Hell, at this point. Love you guys, and we'll catch you guys next week. That's all the time we got. Peace.